Good morning, gentlemen. Only just 3 minutes to 12. Very quick one before I go out for the day. Hopefully I'll give you a nicer update later on some specifics. Let's get straight into it, shall we? So, unfortunately, this line that I've drawn over here on the Bitcoin 4-hour chart, as you can see, seems to be playing out. I'm just pointing at this over this black one here. As you can see, it started back here. Expected it to dip down, come up and retest, which is where we are now. And unfortunately, like I'm potentially planning, is the dump will continue, and we will come back to retest 62. If that doesn't work, we don't break out of that 62, 63k region quick enough, I unfortunately again believe that we will possibly be dumping down into the early hours of Monday morning. And then, yeah, we'll see what happens Monday afternoon, Monday night. Obviously, this is just a rough idea of what I expect to happen, but another strong bounce, which obviously you will probably notice, is going to end up in a nice double bottom. And I think that could be the start of the momentum we need to just push up and retest and up and off. And we'll switch this over. But as you can see right now, we've got a double top over here. We've dumped. And it looks like now we've come down, and we're just doing this staircase pattern down, as pointed out usually by my good friend Four Flies. You can also see that I have drawn a flagpole here on the off chance that we're seeing something slightly more sinister. If that is a slight falling wedge, or whatever this pattern is that you'd like to call it, we are probably looking, which I guess is a good sign, to come down and retest approximately around this 60k region, and that would be a nice strong area again, as I pointed out previously this morning on images in the VPVR, that a lot of buyers are sitting in that 60, 61, 62k range. So should we fall as far as 60k, we've still got all this nice previous support here, which has done a job, or resistance, shall I say. We'll turn to flip that into support here and here if we can get down and through it. If we happen to get down through it, we'll flip it and let's go. So, short term, I think we go sideways. I don't know if this red line holds personally. It would be nice, but again, I'm not sure we get the momentum to get back up to the all-time high if we don't come down that low. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is. Got to correct so that we can have a nice big bounce and onwards and upwards to continue. 4-hour EMA curling downwards, red is still rising, and that's not a good sign on the daily, not least in the short term. We've already had our bear cross over here on the 12th, which was yesterday, about 28 hours ago. We're still seeing that going green, still curling down, red still going sideways or down again. I feel like the black line is more likely to play out at this moment in time. 1 hour, very briefly, not much to say, not much difference. I do like this V here, but is it enough? Don't think so. Red volume going up, price going down. Daily divergence, probably, and there it is, price going up. RSI going down. So if we continue to see this play out, I do think that we're going to see 60k at a minimum if it does play out, unfortunately. Mid to low 50s, and maybe expect a little something to hold us here, somewhere around this area, somewhere between there and maybe, but again, it's not going to be pretty. We will see a quick sell-off if people start panicking. I think this is going to continue. I hope the black line holds. I hope that we bounce at 60, and I think we'll be doing much better. That bull run will continue. Start to question our life choices between 50 to 55k if we start dropping down to those levels. I'll leave those bits there. Dominance, obviously I was expecting Bitcoin to bounce once we hit the all-time high and failed. Things have changed a little bit here, but we are still holding that red line with a bit of support there on the 43% level. Be interesting to see again. I think it just goes sideways or down for a little bit unless Bitcoin flips the script, unfortunately. That is the way it goes. And then got to get to 45% and flip it before Bitcoin, the king, decides to return. Nasdaq, same again, didn't like that sell-off. All correlated, if you will notice over here, by the way, with the dollar price rising again. I'm not so glad that that line I drew held, because obviously strong dollar means that asset classes are going to suffer, but it bounced pretty strong, and we've had an absolute banger of a rally. It's got above this expanding wedge, and we are now using that as support. Tested it, now we've moved up again, a little bit sideways here possibly as we go through the weekend. Obviously this won't open again until Sunday 5 p.m, 7 p.m, something like that, and then we'll see what happens as we test this and use it as support, move up, and Bitcoin and the assets like stocks will struggle, or vice versa. We're going to fall under this, test it and fall down, and we might see a little rally on Bitcoin and the strong keys. Just quickly on Nasdaq, parabolic line was looking lovely. That triangle I drew a couple of days ago, a week ago now, whenever that was, as you see, sort of tried to break out, failed, and reacted pretty badly. Held 15,900 pretty well, 16,000 give or take. So we've used that, bounced before close yesterday, and now see what happens. 11 p.m. on Sunday night, we will see how this goes. Are we going to carry on running up to here? Not sure quite yet. That looks a bit like a Bart Simpson pattern, doesn't it? Down, still some liquidity, and straight back up. So again, sideways until we know what happens. Monday night maybe get some action and see if it runs along with Bitcoin, if the TVC-DXY decides to fall. Flip over to our BTC chart, same thing I've said to you guys already. The daily triangle was pretty, got 3 nice clean touches there, 2 almost close here, and here again got to use resistance, trend lines, resistance, support as a zone. Nothing is perfect in this game, but 3 perfect touches definitely gives me feasibility and belief that this is starting to look like the new trend line to look at. For now, I don't believe that this has finished. This is not a retest I would buy personally. I want to see some strength. Not going to throw my money at anything just yet. We all know how to lose money. It's keeping it and building that is going to make us all wealthier. So looks a little bit better on the 4-hour, but again, it just still to me looks like we've started to top out here, and we're curling down as you saw in the EMAs on the other one, something like that. I want to see a better reaction here than just recover and sideways. That doesn't mean shit to me. That's down along until further notice. And again, that flat top, can't draw straight lines, but you get the drift. Flat top or slightly downwards. Again, don't like those M patterns. If you show me a double bottom, then we'll party. But again, here and then here, it's still going down. As you can see, that's not a very pretty sight in my opinion for the short term. Let's close that down. That don't mean what I wanted to do. Daily. Again, it's worth waiting to see what happens. Weekly still pretty. We've had these 3 weeks consolidation pushed up. We're now using it as support down here in the latest week. Got to see what this week says really. I don't dislike this candle. I just need to see what happens next week. I'm not going to rush into any trades, as I say, between Monday and Tuesday. Between now and Monday or Tuesday, and obviously monthly we are still bullish, but again, do be aware the volume overall not been good. We've had these 2 spikes of sell volume, just want to keep an eye on that really, but long term we are still looking good. We have had this massive run up, little correction, run up. So I don't think you guys can panic yet in the slightest. If I'm honest with you, don't worry. Yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed that. Sorry if I've rambled on for a little bit. I will quickly point out I do like this line on Ethereum. Go away, Bitcoin. do like this line I've seen on Ethereum. I've extended it to the left. It's not anything meaningful, but I know it's not a perfect touch there, but a little bit of confluence between this area. Not a perfect touch as I've just said, but Bitcoin, Ethereum again is following Bitcoin, but I do like the reaction we've seen. To be honest with you, I don't think Ethereum is dead or dying just yet. It'd be interesting to see if it's going to say Wagwan to this line again. Are we going to fall under it? I'm not sure. If Bitcoin runs, see us retest this all-time high, would be pretty tasty for the NFT and Ethereum market in general. Okay guys, have a good one. I'll speak to you later hopefully. Bye for now.